Hey gang, welcome back to the Gathousefitness channel. So today is my attempt at filming the lock, wash, and retwist video. I do have a retwist video, but I've never done a proper like in the shower wash the lock situation. So I will say it is harder than the natural hair tubers make it look. So I'll give them props for that. But anyways, I start with taking my lock jewelry out, which is usually done outside the shower. I forgot after taking the time to set the camera up and get the angle right and all that good stuff to do so. So I am now wasting water taking them out in the shower. So bear with me while I get that done. But I usually start with the taking out of any lock jewelry. Then I will shake out my hair, finger comb through it, make sure there's no extra debris, dust, or anything in there. And I actually did that part outside the shower, the extensive shake through and finger comb through. And then I'll just start by wetting the hair and letting the water work its way down to my scalp. Squeeze the water into my locks just to start to get everything hydrated. And we're back with a foggy camera. So it looks cinematic. So we're going to go with it. So hair is wet now. Scalp is starting to feel good. That's my favorite part, that first quenching of the scalp. And once everything gets worked in well, water-wise, I will start with my shampoo. So what I am using to wash my hair with is Dr. Bronner's mixed with water. So in the applicator bottle, the bottom 1/4 inch maybe is Dr. Bronner's Tea Tree Tingle. And then it is full all the way up to the top with water. So it is very little Dr. Bronner to water ratio, but you see it suds up well even on the first wash. So I start with just the scalp, just trying to knock the debris and dirt and sweat loose on the scalp so I can get a better wash the second time. And I'll work that through, and then I will rinse that out and then get down to the nitty gritty. Usually my lock washes take about 25 minutes nowadays. It used to take about 10 to 15, but of course with increased length of hair and thickness of hair, which I won't complain about either, it just takes a little bit longer. So here I'm rinsing it out, and I don't spend too much time rinsing out the first time because I'm about to just put more soap in it. I just want to make sure that the dirt is pretty much rinsed down so I can get a good second wash. So the second wash, I do scalp, edges, and the length of the hair. And this time you'll see it suds up even more. Even though it did set up the first time when the scalp was dirty, it'll get more lather this go round. And this time I'll work it in through the scalp. I'll work it down the length of the hair, and I'll get the edges across the front as well as across the back. I usually wear some type of headband during the week when I teach classes, so I definitely want to make sure that the edges don't get matted or caked up with dirt or debris. And I also make sure that I moisturize my edges daily just to make sure that the moisture and oil doesn't get whipped out from me wearing a headband. So once I get to rinsing, I will, once I feel that it's to a good point, I'll take the shower head down and rinse my scalp thoroughly, as well as take the water pressure and press it against the locks to make sure all of the soap is pushed out of the length of the hair. And you can see here me pushing the water down towards the scalp, as well as rinsing the lint. And the part that kind of looks like suds is just the water pressure of the water bouncing off against my scalp. And I actually cut one of my locks a couple months ago, and I was happy to find that there was no buildup in it. And that was probably about 4 inches of hair. So it wasn't just the tip, so it was kind of up the lock a little bit. It just thinned too much for me. If you've seen my 3-year lock update, you can find out about my little weak spots, but that weak spot I was just done with, so I just cut it off. So after I go through and rinse all sides and throughout, I will also go through and do a cold shot to the length of my hair. And I've been doing this ever since I was a loose natural. It seals in the moisture, and I don't remember which porosity hair dries up really quickly. Whichever one that is, that's what I have. So I definitely want to make sure I try to close the cuticle down to save whatever moisture I can. From here, I will squeeze my hair out. I don't wring it out, I squeeze it out. Takes a lot of grip strength. And then from there, I will grab like bulks of hair and kind of shake the tips out. And it slings some of the water out, so it just helps it dry a little quicker. Then I put it in a ponytail on top of my head and take a shower. I'll see you for the retwist.
No.